What's up, everybody? Azariel here for another Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 discussion video, here to discuss the latest changes to the TCG Forbidden and Limited list coming into effect April 1st to July 13th. As you know, since since January of this year, uh, Konami has been trying out this new uh, uh, this new ban list motif where instead of doing a new format change once every 6 months, they're now deciding to do one every 3 months. And I think this is good because it allows them to tackle a lot of the issues that a lot of the, you know, that a lot of the players are finding in the game with the card combinations and like the card tactics, etc., etc. It allows them to change it up real quick so they can pretty much get rid of those nuisances faster. And now they're doing it again. So let's see exactly what we have here on the ban list and what changes will be coming. Okay, first up, they got Morphing Jar 2. It is now banned. Morphing Jar 2 was banned. I think Morphing Jar is also banned. Yeah. So Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar 2. The motherfuckers are gone. So I mean, hey, look at the bright side. At least you motherfuckers still got Warm Worm. At least y'all still got Warm Worm and Needle Worm. You know, for those builds, you know damn well what they've been using that for. The reason why those are gone, Morphin Jar 2, I haven't seen anybody using it. You know, saying like Morphin Jar number 2. I don't know, like maybe I just haven't played against it, but I haven't seen anybody using Morphin Jar 2 anytime this year, and probably like once last year. So I don't know. Like in my opinion, when I see cards that aren't being used, you know, so like, do they really need to be touched? You know, but then again, they do have new cards coming out. This new, you know, so like just a summoning mechanic, um, this new summoning mechanic in pendulum summoning. So you know, in the future, this may make sense. So let's just go with them for now because they did that with, you know, say like Monster Reborn back in January, and I mean not back in January, but way back in September of last year, I believe. You know, and a lot of people were mad at first, but when they started seeing those new cards coming in, it just made more sense why Monster Reborn was banned, and I kind of emphasized on that in my card reviews. You know, of those cards that I did review, and I mentioned that. But yeah, Morphin Jar and Morphin Jar 2 gone. Next up, just as far as all the cards that are banned, it's just Morphin Jars, Morphin Jar 1 and 2. Coach Soldier Wolfbark is now limited. That I can agree with, especially since you got dumbass people who, well, for one, can't seem to get it in their head that you cannot do an Exceed summon of fucking what uh, Fire Fist Cardinal, I believe, that they keep trying to do an Exceed summon with. When Cardinal clearly states you can only use Fire Fist monsters for the damn Exceed summon. You got people dumb enough to try to use Wolfbark to try to Exceed someone. I don't know, maybe this will help get that through their damn heads. If yeah, I don't know. But I do agree that it should be you know, so limited. And yeah, that's good. Mermail Abyssgun. Yeah, this is another one that I agree with. Um, Mermail's been kind of running rampant. They had this little loop. I don't know if getting rid of uh, Abyss Gun is going to do anything. But hey, look, we'll see. Next up, we have Rekindling. That's getting limited. Okay, whatever. Infernity Bat. Thank God. Oh, bruh. Let me take a time and inhale this for a moment. They finally did something about the damn. Finally. Oh, dude. Damn, they finally did something about that shit. The one thing that I never understood is why the Infernity Loop always seems to evade the ban list. And that Infernity Loop has been going on for quite some time now. I believe pretty much like a year now. And with all these new synchros coming out that pretty much are geared to be used with a deck like the Infernities, that has pretty much the same summoning requirements as a lot of the other Infernity, so like synchro monsters. It's just like, come on, you really gonna give the Infernities this much to use? You know what I'm saying? And on top of the fact that they got a loop, get the fuck out of here. And they finally got rid of the one fucking card that they needed to get rid of. You know, they have, what I'm saying, like Belize, the King of Dragons, I believe that's the name of that card. That's damn near invincible. You know, it can't be destroyed by battle, it can't be destroyed by card effects, and then any it gains attack based on the amount of battle damage that it's done. You know what I mean? So like involving it. So you don't need. So that just made them way too fucking good. They needed to nerf that shit. I mean, like neuter that shit. Just cut the balls right off, and this is as close as we can get. Now I don't think they should have eliminated it entirely. Infinity Barrier was always one of those overpowered cards, and overpowered means there's just too much of it, and they need to reduce the amount of cards that are allowed to be used. And they did right by leaving at least one to use. So yeah, because you don't want to make them weak. Because Infernities, they really have a lot going, but they need some protection as well. And at least y'all still got one, but they needed to do something about that shit, and I'm glad they did. All right, next up, the semi-limited Necroface. Well, here come the fucking, here come the damn uh fucking anti-meta builds. They semi-limited. Then we got Heretic Seal of Convocation, whatever. Then Unlimited Magical Stone Excavation, and Primal Seed. Why Primal Seed was ever fucking limited, I have no fucking idea. I mean, considering that the two cards that it works with, one is limited and the other one doesn't even, what I'm saying, and the other one is pretty much, saying, not even playable. It's still banned and will forever stay banned until they make some type of reincarnation of the damn card in Chaos Emperor Dragon. But Magical Stone Excavation, I mean, of course they're releasing more spells. And on top of that, is it really necessary to have a card like that with any type of limitations on it? Really? I mean, because you got to dump a card in order to get cards back. I mean, like you got to dump, saying like two cards, I believe, in order to get one card back, out the grave. So it's like really like an unfair trade. So I don't know. Like it's one of those cards that's like, why was it ever limited? You know what I'm saying? I can't really tell you because I don't think I was paying attention to Yu-Gi-Oh too much around the time it did get limited. But, or rather, I don't remember. But yeah, looking at the card, it's just not one of those cards that you would even imagine being limited for whatever reason, because it's just not that much of a threat. Like it's not a threat anymore. And Primal Seed was never a fucking threat. In my opinion, it was never a damn threat, so it's whatever. But out of all these changes, the one change that I'm really happy that they paid attention to was the Infernity loop. Getting a fucking unlimited amount of draws, it seems, get an unlimited amount of summons, and then on top of that, you get three Infernity barriers that you have to deal with. You basically won game based on that. Not to mention the fucking field advantage you have with the fucking loop. But at the very least, now you should be able to do something about the monsters. So that was the wise move. Rekindling, I I think this was a good move as well because of the Fire Fists and the I don't think anybody still plays Fire Kings, and for the few monsters in Fire Kings that could use this, as well as the Lavals, because they've been trying to make a return. I know it was like a loop with them that involved rekindling, so this will really slow them down. Mermail, Abyssgund, and Coach Soldier Whip. I hope I'm saying that name right, other than Mermail. Um, those are the two good choices that they put on there. And they banned Morphing Jar and Morphing Jar 2. Can't really say I'm mad at it, but shit, it happened, so I can't really be too mad at it. It is what it is. So yeah, this is the new list that is coming into effect next month, and yeah, tell me what you guys think. I'm actually happy that they got. The only thing I'm happy about really on this list is uh, the Infernity barrier getting limited. That's pretty much it. The only thing that really, the only thing that really stands out to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So thanks for watching. Peace. The link to this list will be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll talk to you guys later.